Let us begin today's My Sweet Lord by offering our humble prayers to Srila Prabhupada and to their lordships. Please join me. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Once again, I welcome all of you to the 22nd episode of My Sweet Lord. In today's My Sweet Lord, let us discuss how Lord Krishna, the Sweet Lord, he guides his devotees, especially when devotees, out of love, want to have Krishna with them, and Krishna, as he promises in various scriptures to various devotees, that he likes to be with devotees who love him wholeheartedly. And this pastime was performed by none other than the famous deity of Lord Krishna, the Archa Vigraha, who revealed himself to Srila Sanatana Goswami, that is Sri Radha Madana Mohana. Sri Radha Madan Mohana, as we already have heard, how revealed to Srila Sanatana Goswami, and the temple was built in Vrindavana. Later, during the king Aurangzeb, Mughal king Aurangzeb, when he started attacking temples and destroying the deities, at that time the great kings from Jaipur, they were very concerned about the deities, Supreme Lord in the form of Archa Vigraha. They came to Vrindavan and they shifted about 500 deities of Lord. And among those deities, the most famous deities were Sri Radha Madana Mohana, Sri Radha Govinda, Sri Radha Gopinatha. These three deities are very special because as per Padma Purana, these deities were personally carved by Krishna's great grandson Vajranabha. Not only that, these three deities, they represent Krishna's face and Krishna's middle part of the body and Krishna's lotus feet. And Sri Radha Madana Mohana represent Krishna's lotus feet. So the king of Jaipur, Jai Singh, he was so attached to these deities because you all know, I had narrated to all of you that from very young age, from the age of 7, he would visit Vrindavan along with his father, and he would meet Sri Rupa Goswami and many other devotees, and he would hear, and he was a great devotee of Lord Krishna. So he had personally relocated the deities from Vrindavan to Jaipur, and in fact the Jaipur is called Gupta Vrindavana. Gupta Vrindavana because it is Vrindavana, because Krishna is staying there. It is Gupta, it is secret, because during Aurangzeb time, secretly all the deities were kept so that he won't come there, disturb them and try to harm them. So it is called Gupta Vrindavana. So this king had the sister who was also a great devotee of Krishna. You see, this is a great advantage when there is a devotee at home, that because of the devotion of the devotee, slowly the family members become devotees. And in this king's home, everybody was a devotee. Father was a great Vaishnava, mother was a great Vaishnava. He himself, the king himself, was a great devotee of Govinda, Sri Radha Govinda. And his sister, even she was a great devotee. And she was especially attached to the worship of Sri Radha Madana Mohana. Why? Because it is mentioned how beautiful is Radha Madana Mohana. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami mentions in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Saundarya Lalanali Dhairya Dalanam. It is said that the Saundarya, the beauty of Lord Krishna, is so enchanting. It is an extraordinary beauty of Sri Radha Madana Mohana. Once it so happened that the Madana, Madana means the Kandarpa. He's also called sex god, or Kandarpa, or Manmatha, or Madana, all of referring to the same personality, Madana. He comes to Vrindavan. He hears that there is one beautiful boy called Krishna in Vrajabhumi, Vrindavan, and that boy is extraordinarily beautiful, is exquisitely beautiful. Everybody in Vrindavan is attracted to Krishna, and they constantly want to drink the nectar of Krishna's beauty. They even curse Brahma. Why did he create us in such a way that our eyes keep blinking? Because when our eyes blink, during that small period where our eyes blink, we are unable to see Krishna. We are unable to behold the bewitching beauty of Krishna. So that's what Vrindavan devotees are thinking and feeling of Krishna's beauty. So when Madana heard about this, he became little skeptical. He got a little doubt, because according to Brahma's creation, it is Madana who is most enchanting. He knows in Krishna, in this entire universe, in Brahma's creation, there cannot be anybody more beautiful than Madana. Then how is that this one boy in Vrindavan, in a village, how can he be more beautiful than me? How can this village people always get attracted to somebody like this? Let me personally go and check. So in this way, Sakshat Madana, the Kandarpa, Manmatha, he himself comes to Vrindavana to see. And it is said at that time, Krishna, who was all the gopis on the banks of the Yamuna, Jayatam Suratau Pangor Mama Mandamater Gati, he was there with all the gopis, Suratau. They were all attracted to Krishna, so much so that they had left their home, family, relationships, all obligations, and they had surrendered to Krishna. That was the kind of attraction, madness that Krishna's beauty had created. So when Madana enters Vrindavan, and he notices something very unusual, because wherever he goes, people become mad after his beauty. Everybody is mad after him. That's the kind of beauty that Madana, who is the husband of Rati Devi, carries. And in Vrindavan, nobody is even taking a note of his arrival. Nobody is even bothered to see him. He is supposed to be the most handsome, beautiful personality. Madana feels very embarrassed. He feels, what's happening here? Why nobody is taking me seriously? I am the most beautiful person. And then he searches for Krishna, and he comes on the banks of Yamuna river, and he sees Krishna standing there holding the flute and surrounded by all the gopis. Saundarya Lalanali Dhairya Dalanam Leela Ramastambhini. Saundarya, the beauty of Krishna, was defeating the pride of Madana. So much so, in this world, the scriptures tell that everybody get attracted to Kandarpa, Madana, Manmatha. There's nobody who can be freed from the attraction of Madana. That Madana, when he sees the beauty of Krishna, Saundarya Lalanali, Dhairya Dalanam, the Dhairya, that the patience of Madana got disturbed. He completely got defeated by seeing Krishna's beauty. Leela Ramastambhini, even Lakshmi Devis are getting captivated by Krishna's beauty. Who is this Madana? Saundaryalalanaali, Dairyadalanam, Leela Ramastambini. That way, it is said that Tadaika Sadaika Priyadarshanaha. Krishna is called Sadaika Priyadarshana. Sada Priyadarshanaha. He is always beautiful. Not only in the morning, only when you dress up, only at particular time he looks beautiful. Otherwise he's not beautiful. No, Krishna is described as Sadaika Priyadarshanam. What does it mean? Some of us, we are very beautiful. We think at least we are very beautiful. But when you get up early in the morning after a long sleep, you may not look beautiful. Your hair is scattered. If somebody comes to your home at that time and tells you, we want to take your picture, you'll immediately say, wait, I'm not looking beautiful, I'm not presentable. Let me go and take a bath, let me get ready and I'll come, so that my beauty is presentable at that time. So even if you're beautiful, you're worried. When I'm sleeping, I may not look beautiful. Some people open their mouth and they sleep in such a manner that we don't like to see them, their beauty when they're asleep. Sometimes you're so beautiful, but when you grow older, when you become an old person, your beauty is no more. So you don't look beautiful at that time. So like this, we are not always beautiful, but Krishna is called Sadaika Priyadarshanam. He always looks beautiful, whether he's sleeping, whether he's walking, whether he's awake, whether morning, afternoon, evening. Always Sadaika Priyadarshanam Navayavvanam cha. When Madana saw this, he got attracted to Krishna. He fell unconscious. That is the beauty of Lord Krishna. So Krishna got the name Shri Madana Mohana. And because Krishna is called Madana Mohana and he got attracted to Radharani, Radharani is called Madana Mohana Mohini. Shri Radha Madana Mohana. And that Madana Mohana who was enchanting, bewitching and captivating the whole world. Vamshidhari, Jagannari, Chittadari cha Sharike. That Krishna, Vamshidhari, Jagannari, Shri Madana Mohana. And who is he? Vismayapita Characharaha. Who can bewilder everyone? He bewildered his devotee in Jaipur, the kingdom of Jaipur. And this devotee, who is the younger sister of King Jai Singh, who was completely sold out her heart for Radha Madana Mohana. She would every day go to Radha Madan Mohan, spend her entire morning in the temple of Radha Madan Mohan, attend morning Arati, sing songs glorifying Sri Radha Madan Mohan, hear the glories of Vrindavan, pastimes of Lord Krishna. She would cook for Krishna from her palace and she would bring all the special varieties of sweets and savors and she would offer to her beloved Krishna in the temple of Sri Radha Madan Mohan in the Jaipur. And in this way, her entire childhood, years and years, she spent most of her time with Krishna, Sri Radha Madana Mohana. Just imagine, we all spend our time watching TV, movies, playing PUBG, something like that. But here is an example how the entire childhood of this princess of Jaipur, she spent thinking of Krishna, serving Krishna, remembering Krishna, going to the temple of Krishna, Madan Mohan. In this way, she had become an ardent devotee of Sri Radha Madan Mohan. And finally, when she grew up, the king decided to marry her. And that was a very painful point in her life. Why was it so painful? Because now if I get married, I'll have to leave this place. I have to go away from this place called Jaipur, away from my Lord, Madan Mohana. How will I go? What will I do? What will I do in the place where Radha Madan Mohan is not there? So she was very upset. She was crying. She was just feeling, oh God, Krishna, can you please help me? Can you please give me some way where I don't get separated from you? Just see, We all feel attached to so many things in this world, but Rupa Goswami says that somebody is able to develop attachment to Krishna, their life is successful, their life is glorious. And here is an example how this devotee, she was so attached to Sri Radha Madan Mohan, she was feeling very sad to get married. So because that will make her go away from Jaipur, that will make her go away from Radha Madan Mohan. In this way, she would just cry and cry. Every day, night, she would remember this. Oh, my marriage is going to happen, and what will happen to me? Like this. At that time, the king of Jaipur fixes her marriage with another king of Karoli, who is also a great devotee of Krishna, who would worship in Karoli Sri Radha Gopal. He was also a great devotee. And when she hears that my husband, would-be husband, is also a devotee of Krishna, and she felt a little solaced, but still she was feeling extremely remorse and feeling very sad at her heart. What to do? How can I go away from Radha Madan Mohan? So many years I've been seeing the Lord. How can I go away from him? In this way, when she was feeling, and she finally got an idea. It is a customary in kings, marriage ceremony, Kshatriya ceremony, that the kings ask their daughters that what is the gift they want to carry from their mother's home when they're going to their husband's place. So she thought, I will definitely ask Radha Madan Mohan from my father. That's the gift of my life. I want to take with me. I don't want anything. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, va kavitam, jagadisha kamaye. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu beautifully captured this mood. He said, na dhanam, I don't want wealth, my Krishna. Na janam, I don't want any followers. Na sundarim, I don't want any beautiful wives and all of them. Na kavitam, I don't want any glorification for myself. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, va kavitam, na jagadisha kamaye. Hey Jagadisha, na kamaye. I do not desire. Then what do you desire? He desired bahu janmani janmanishware bhaktir bhavati. He says that let me become devotee of you, Krishna, life after life. I only want your devotion. I don't want anything else. And in the same way, this devotee, the princess of Jaipur, she was asking, I only want my Radha Madan Mohan. I don't want anything from this Jaipur palace. I don't want any gift from my father. In this way, when she was thinking, and she thought of asking, and later, when father, the king of Jaipur, when he asked the daughter, hey, my daughter, you're getting married, you're going to your husband's place. So as a custom, I'm asking you, tell me what is the gift you want to take from your father's home. And then this daughter, this princess, she submits her request. She says that, hey, my dear father, I'm your beloved daughter. I definitely want a great gift from you. And please promise me that you will not deny me from that gift. And father says, hey, my daughter, why are you even worrying? Please tell me, I'm the king. I'm able to afford anything in this world. Tell me, what do you want? And then the devotee, she asked, my dear father, can you please grant me permission to take Sri Radha Madan Mohan from Jaipur to my husband's place, Karoli? And when king hears this, he was heartbroken. He said, what am I hearing? My Lord Radha Madan Mohan, I have to give away to my daughter. She's my daughter. She's definitely my beloved daughter. But how can I send Radha Madan Mohan from his temple? Even king was a great devotee. He would worship Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govinda, Radha Gopinatha. He was also a great devotee. He was also equally attached. How is this? What kind of a conflict is this? Krishna, I will not be able to live without you, Krishna. But Krishna, who was actually impressed by great devotion of this devotee of Jaipur princess, the daughter of the king, he made a plan. Because Krishna knew that king was already worshipping Radha Govinda, another form of Krishna. And here, this devotee, the princess, she will not be able to hold her life anymore without me. Krishna knew this, how devotees, they factually take Krishna as life and soul. Mat chitta, mat gata prana, mat gata prana. I am the life of my devotees. If I am not there, they will give up their life. Krishna knew this, so he made a divine plan. Radha Madan Mohan made a divine plan to solve this conflict. And then king made also another plan. King told, okay, my dear daughter, but on one condition. You know what I'll do? I'll actually blindfold you. I will blindfold you. I'll keep Sri Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Gopinatha, and Radha Govinda and other Krishna deities. And you should come and you should exactly touch Sri Radha Madan Mohan. And if you are able to touch in that way, then I will allow you to take Sri Radha Madan Mohan away from me, away from Jaipur to your husband's place, Karoli. And then again, daughter was feeling very bad. What is this? Why is this my father playing around me like this? How will I be able to recognize Madan Mohan with hundreds of Krishna deities? How is it possible? Is it just an indirect way of saying no to my request? Hey Krishna, hey Karuna Sindhu, you in the form of a spiritual master, open our darkened eyes. Ajnana timirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya. Ajnana timira andhasya. Our eyes are closed in the darkness of this world. And it is you, Krishna, who open our eyes in the form of spiritual master. Ajnana timirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya. Chakshurunmilitam yena. Chakshu, our eyes are opened by you, Krishna. It is only if your involvement is there, then I'll be able to do this. If your involvement is not there, what will I do? I will lose you. I will lose you forever. And what kind of a life I will be living with my husband without you, without my Radha Madan Mohana? Hey Radha Madan Mohana, please help me in this way. That the daughter, the princess, was offering her prayers. And she was offering her prayers, the most important prayers. Jayatam surato pangor mama mandamater gate mat sarvasva padam bhojo Radha Madana Mohanam mat sarvasva. You are my sarvasva. Sarvasva means everything for me. You are everything. Without you, I can't even think of breathing. I can't even think of existing in this world. You are the purpose of my existence. Mat sarvasva padam bhojo Sri Radha Madana Mohana. Please help me. And in that way, when she was offering prayers, Krishna, who kindly speak Bhagavad Gita to his devotees, and in Bhagavad Gita, he declares this. He says this. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upayantite. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Those who continuously worship me, think of me, and become my devotees. And what kind of devotees? Priti Purvakam, with lot of love in their heart. And what do? Krishna says, Dadami Buddhi Yogam. I will give them Buddhi. For what? Yenamam upayantite. So that they can reach me, so that they can get me. So it is Krishna's promise in Bhagavad Gita that he will give intelligence, how to reach Krishna, how to get Krishna in our life. And next Krishna says, Tesham eva anukampartham aham ajnanajam tamaha. Tesham eva anukampartham, out of great compassion, out of great sympathy for my devotees who want me seriously in their life. For them, in their heart, nashayami atma bhavasto jnanadipena bhasvata. With the torch of knowledge, I will guide them. It is Krishna's promise. And Lord Brahma, he also tells in Brahma Samhita, what is that? Premanjanachurita bhakti vilochanena santas sadaiva rudayesha vilokayanti yam shama sundaram achintya gunaswarupam. He says that those who have abundant love for Krishna in their heart, they will be able to see Krishna, the real form of Krishna, because of their premanjana, because of their prema. In this way, Krishna appeared in the dream of the devotee, the princess of Jaipur, and he told, hey, my dear devotee, do not worry. Don't worry. Even I like to be with you. Even I want to come with you to Karoli. Even I want to be worshipped by you. Don't worry. And also Krishna told, Karoli is a part of Vrajabhumi. It's a part of, Chaurasi Kosh Vraj. I want to go back to Vraj. And you're going to Vraj. I wish to come with you and be in Vraj. Don't worry. Tomorrow when your father blindfolds you, I will guide you. I will sit in your heart. Ishvara sarvabhutanam ruddeshi arjuna tishtati nashayami atma bhavasto jnanadipena bhasvata. I will give you jnanadipa. I will give you so that you know who is the Madan Mohan. You will not be confused. You will walk right away and touch me. And also Krishna told, when you touch me, what I will do is, I will make my right hand low. In this way, the moment there is a right hand low, it is Radha Madan Mohan, so that I will guide you. I will make you realize. I will make you identify me. So this way your blindfold will not make any difference to you. Hey, my dear devotee, don't worry. Krishna, who is saying this, many of us are lost in the darkness, in the ignorance of this world. Krishna says in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Yadite moha kalilam buddhir vyatatirishyati. Moha kalila, we are lost in the illusory forest of this material world. Neither we have a desire to see Krishna, neither we have a desire to identify Krishna, nor do we have desire to have Krishna in our life. But this devotee, the daughter of Jaipur king, she is teaching a lesson to all of us how one should develop great eagerness when then at that time Krishna personally will come and identify. He will help us to identify. He will help us to see Krishna, recognize Krishna in this world. So Krishna is ready to guide us. So next day when she was blindfolded, and king was very, very tensed that my daughter should not go and touch Radha Madan Mohan because I don't want to lose Radha Madan Mohan. At that time the king was praying. At the same time the daughter, this pure devotee Vaishnavi, and this princess, she guided by Krishna, Radha Madan Mohan in her heart, she walks and walks. Every step she takes, the king's heartbeat was going up. His heart was beating faster. Oh, she's taking another step. And Krishna was guiding inside the heart. He was exactly telling, take left, take right, go straight and walk. Yes, take now your hand. Keep it. And in this way, Radha Madan Mohan personally guided this devotee. And finally, she touched Radha Madan Mohan. And she hugged Radha Madan Mohan and she started crying. My dear Lord, finally, you made a miracle. You kept your promise. Kaunteya pratijanahi name bhaktya pranashyati. You finally kept your words, my Lord. I would have lost my life without you. I would have died without you. What will I do in Karoli without you? And now I can happily, with great excitement, with great happiness, I will go to my husband's place with you. It is you who is the sarvasva of my life. In this way, Krishna, Radha Madan Mohan, along with his devotee, the princess of Jaipur, traveled from Jaipur to Karoli. Now he lives in the Karoli, a part of Rajasthan, but also a part of Chaurasi Kosh Brajabhumi, where every day early in the morning, hundreds and hundreds, practically even now, the entire town, thousands of people early in the morning, 5 o'clock, they rush because the first person they want to see every day is Radha Madan Mohan. Just see the Krishna consciousness of people in that place. That is because the princess, the queen of Karoli, she herself was a great devotee. She brought Krishna, she dragged Krishna from Jaipur to Karoli out of her love, and because of her own example, the great example, all the residents of that Karoli have become great devotees. Every day morning they rush, they run to Radha Madan Mohan temple 5 o'clock in the morning, because the first person they want to see every day is Krishna, Radha Madan Mohan. Let us all take inspiration, great motivation from this pastime, how Krishna is always ready to be with his devotees, ready to travel from one place to another place because devotee wants, and ready to guide you within your heart how to achieve Krishna in your life, how to have Krishna in your life. Krishna is ready. And not only that, how the residents, the devotees of Karoli town, first person they want to see is Krishna. That kind of a devotion let us all try to develop by the grace of Krishna. Now we will have the darshan of Krishna from Karoli as Radha Madan Mohan, and with that we will end today's My Sweet Lord pastime. And there are another very few 2-3 pastimes before the Janmashtami. Request all of you to please attend and complete this My Sweet Lord loving, heart-melting series of Lord Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Gopala Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudhan